because I'm walking with you to do this live, 1:30 p.m. Eastern, Thursday, terrific Thursday for YouTube live. And I think my cheeks look a little too red. That's called makeup on the go. Anyway, I'm doing this to change things up and get in the flow of walking in the natural light, which I understand, and that's part of my message today. Walking in the natural light boosts the mood. And from what I understand, especially if you're someone who has ADD or AD, attention deficit disorder, or those type of tendencies, if you're a creative type or you just feel overwhelmed or depressed, the daytime earlier sunlight um, helps with the mood and the brain and the focus, especially if you have ADD, as I said. So, of course, you want to do it safely if you're in the sun. But so I decided to do this live on the walk in the sunlight or the outdoor daylight with the fresh air to bring the mindfulness more to you live in this Thursday, terrific Thursday broadcast. So I'm still going to do the card picks, 1, 2, 3, numbers 1, 2, or 3, positive affirmation cards, but I'm going to do them from the bench that I'm walking to right now, and share that something kind of from the heart here is that I don't know if any of you are similar to me, and really that's who this this channel and the videos are for. If you feel like you're overwhelmed with life, if you feel that you can't focus well, I mean, and or you don't have to have all of these, but I think the people who would appreciate my channel and the events I'll be holding, eventually it'll be an event probably each a paid event each month. There'll be like a class on Zoom, an activity or yeah, a centering activity, a positive or creative activity that we'll do together. If you're the type who feels overwhelmed, maybe you're a caregiver, maybe you're just an overgiver in life. If you have a hard time staying focused and getting things done, if you are an entrepreneur or um, what is it, Noah Kagan, the author of the book I'm reading? He calls it a entrepreneur. You want to be an entrepreneur, but you just can't focus and get things done because you keep failing at. I mean, not really failing, but you're trying things and you're never getting them done because you can't focus. Uh, that's what I'm working through myself. I'm going to be sharing my tips and what works for me, and hopefully you'll discover what works for you. Hang on 1 second because I think my bag is open. Okay. So anyway, so that's what I'm going to be focusing on: how to finally get things done as a wannabe entrepreneur who has ADD tendencies where you can't really focus. You try all these creative things or all these different projects, whatever they are. You have all these goals, but you don't feel like you can get anything done. And maybe you have responsibilities that are distracting too, whether it's your job, your family, kids, grandkids, or you're a caregiver. How do we manifest fun and success and actually get goals accomplished if you have all these distractions? Whether it's just your what they say, if we're not neurotypical, if our thought process is more scattered and we don't have consistent dopamine. They say if you have ADD, your dopamine levels fluctuate, they're not consistent enough, so it's hard to get motivated and stay motivated and get your projects done. Then you're on to something else, right? The shiny nickel, shiny coin distraction, well, wait, is that a squirrel? Right? That kind of thing. And that's been my issue. And meanwhile, there are a lot of squirrels out here. Hey, squirrel, let's see. For real. Hey, squirrel, you want to be on an ADD? Uh, squirrel, you want to be on an ADD video? I hope they don't jump on my head because they get friendly when people get too close to them. So if anybody's here, say hello. Please maybe share a win. Whether you're watching live or in the replay. And I'm going to sit on a bench here soon. Hi, Mayhan. Thanks for being here. I'm going to sit on the bench soon and do the positive affirmation card picks. But again, I'm excited. That's part of my message today is that I'm excited that I'm learning a little bit more about how to focus better using, working around the mind that maybe that you have too, if you can't really focus and get things done. Thank you. This is in Brooklyn, in a park in Brooklyn. So, where are you from, Mayhan? If you want to share, that's up to you. But so doing this walk is one of the suggestions from therapists and ADHD coaches that say when you walk. Oh, UK, wonderful, welcome. When you walk, especially during the early day hours, the sun and the aerobic movement help you to generate dopamine naturally, which gives you the motivation to work on your goals, work on your to-do list, and carry you through for like 6 hours. Oh, Poland, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Marcy, Marcin, good to see you. So if especially if people out there, if anybody feels like a creative type or just scattered minded, but you want to manifest goals, you want to create goals, finish them, become an entrepreneur, or just have less overwhelm and more self-care and finished projects in life. That's really what I'll be doing on this channel, and having live events on Zoom, hopefully at least once a month, where we do, whether it's mindset activities or law of attraction activities, or creative mindfulness activities, like maybe doing like a creative journal together with like a sort of combination between a scrapbook and mindfulness. So I'm thinking of things like that to actually make this channel become more interactive. Thanks so much, is it Marcin? Marcin? It's good to see you. So, okay, I'm going to do so I'm here in the park. Let's get a little, this is actually in New York, in Brooklyn. And that's, behind me is what do you call it? Tennis court. We're under a nice tree, right? Mindfulness. What is mindfulness? What do we notice? Or where you are, if you take a walk outside, what do you notice? Take a deep breath. Your body relaxes more when you take deep breaths, even if you're in your house. Look at the colors of the trees, the colors. We're here in the present. Everything is fine. Most likely, if you're watching this, we're in the present, no matter what bundles you're carrying in life, your whatever challenges or quote unquote problems you're dealing with, you could put them in an imaginary basket, and we'll put the basket under the tree. Put those problems while you're here in a basket in your imagination, put them under the tree, leave them there. Okay, we're on a little picnic. I don't have any sandwiches or hamburgers here, but I do have positive affirmation cards. So, but you notice the colors of the leaves, the light green, the texture of the tree, the bumpy texture. I would feel it if I wasn't sitting right now. Okay, there's a squirrel there coming to see us again. I don't know if you can see it. Um, right. I hear the sounds. I hear the birds singing lightly in the breeze. The car's sound is muffled. It's pretty quiet. I feel the air feels kind of damp. I'm just saying these kind of boring, mundane things to remind you that sometimes when you get nervous or anxious or worried, wherever you are, they say, get back to the present. I feel the table, right? It feels, a little rough, but kind of smooth, the natural wood, and they say, notice things around you for like, notice like five things and it'll bring you back to calm, to center. Okay, let's see if I could do this now. I will put this on. Yes, all right. So we'll do cards 1, 2, and 3. Hi, Peggy. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Cards 1, 2, and 3. And I know it doesn't read correctly, but that's YouTube. Okay, so and I'll do a random uh, card picks from Rethink Mindful Life, because besides working with our own, I guess they're calling it neurodiversity, right? Your mind sometimes it's like, yeah, okay, think happy thoughts, but meanwhile my mind is scattered all over the place. And it's hard for me to focus. I still can't get things done, but I'm thinking positive thoughts, but I still also would like it to get things done, because it's frustrating that I feel like I can't reach my goals. That's where I am lately, so that's why I'm trying to incorporate ADD type tips for focusing um and achieving goals into my broadcast. Okay, so here we go. So I'm just going to, let's see, I'm going to put this in like this, okay? Okay, 3, and then I'm going to, oh, 1, I'll put 3 there, put 2 there. Okay, I'm taking off of this. Okay, so think about, I mean, this is just for play. It's nothing about like, numerology or anything. Just for a random choice, what number you're thinking of. If you want, you could type it below. Uh, but I'm going to read it out here. If you chose number 1, it says, reclaiming my power, reclaiming my power. And it has someone doing a yoga pose. I think we did this one came up last week. I am reclaiming my power from those who sought to diminish me. Yeah, we had this last week. With unwavering strength, I embrace my truth, honor my worth. You're all worthy. Just by being alive, you're worthy. You're a child of God's, in my opinion. I embrace my truth, honor my worth, and assert my authentic self. That's part of why I'm talking to you about ADD tendencies, attention deficit tendencies disorder. I'm feeling more that I have or have been working with my whole life, because it's about being okay with your authentic self, or what you're dealing with in life, right? It's not to beat yourself up, but it's to be able to work around how your personality currently is, or how you're seemingly hardwired, and work around your challenges so you can still achieve your goals and feel good about yourself. I mean, feel good about yourself anyway. I embrace my truth, honor my worth, and assert my authentic self. I rise above negativity and shine my own light. Okay, so that's the thing. We all have God given talents and positivity and love, compassion to share. Um, and if you reclaim your power and really tap into being, your most authentic self, or that loving, positive soul that you are, that's how you reclaim your power. That's really your superpower. Being that soul, whoop, fly, being that loving soul you are, who's connected to God, and with God, all good things, I like to say, are possible. There's infinite possibilities for you to get where you want to go, achieve positive goals, make a positive difference in this world. But that is tapping into your own inner guidance, inner soul connection to God, and being your authentic self, shining your light. Whatever you're interested in, any positive passions you have, talents you have, what's fun for you, you share that, do that for yourself, you wind up inspiring other people uh to do the same for themselves, and you wind up really shining a lot of positivity in the world, and inspiration and creativity, and making people happy and yourself at the same time. Okay, that's one. Does any if any of this sounds good, I let me know if you like it. If you wish. Otherwise, just stay tuned here and we're reading two more. Number two says unleashing creativity. That's interesting because I've been talking about creativity the last couple of days. Unleashing creativity has someone who's singing and musical notes coming out of the drawing. I tap into my limitless creativity and express myself freely. Yeah, let's do a different camera shot for this part. Okay, different camera angles. Okay, I tap into my limitless creativity and express myself freely. I trust in my creative abilities and allow my unique ideas to flow effortlessly. If you have unique ideas, creative ideas, etc., why not do them just for yourself, and you'll get that joy, and then you might want to put them out into the world, you might share them and sell them, or or volunteer your talent someplace, but you could do that as a business or as a hobby. With every creative endeavor I am inspired. It's true, you get inspiration when you dabble in creativity of any kind. um Painting, singing, dancing, um building, sculpture, knitting, crocheting, paper mache, whatever it is. If there's any creative hobbies that you like and you want to share it below, please share it below. And maybe there's some that you always wanted to try. Maybe like, pottery on the wheel, with the wheel, like in the movie Ghost, right? I saw something on the news recently that this man who's 100 or 102 just got into spinning pots on a wheel, and he goes to that class pottery class every week, and it has brought him new life and a new kind of purpose, and something fun to wake up, a fun reason to wake up in the morning. So with every creative endeavor I am inspired and amazed by my brilliance. Unleashing creativity. So tap into that limitless creativity that comes from God, that positive inspiration, that creativity that flows in from God. And a lot of times we don't even feel creative, or we don't even know what we do like when we're in a low vibration, low mood, feeling depressed. But trust me, that positive inspiration and creativity is still there for you. It's still there for you, but when you're feeling low, it looks like it does not exist, but it does. As soon as you start to feel better, you have more access to higher vibration things, and creativity, um, and positive inspiration is waiting for you to make yourself feel a little relief, feel a little bit better. Keep raising your vibration. If you're feeling very low, you have to move up the emotional scale, as Abraham Hicks says. If you feel grief or hopelessness, get yourself to feeling a little bit angry about something. That's actually empowering. But keep moving up to feeling, just maybe satisfied. Like, well, I don't like how life is going right now, or I don't like this situation, but I'm satisfied right now. I'm sitting here at this table. This table is supporting me. This chair is supporting me. Yeah, I'm satisfied. That's good enough. I'm satisfied that, right now I can see pretty good. I can hear pretty well. I have some food in my refrigerator. I'm satisfied. I'm grateful. And then you start talking yourself up. You know what? Actually, things are not so bad. I have some people who care about me. I've got some practitioners who are helping me. I like to see the squirrels in the park. I like to see the smiles on the kids walking by, the toddlers. You know what? I've gone through tough things, tough times in the past. I can do it again. And I'm kind of satisfied with my life. It's just some of these things right now are challenges, but Actually, I believe with God there's hope, and I've had some fun in the past. Maybe I'll go call a positive friend. Oh, you know what? There's a lunch. I'd like to go to lunch at this new restaurant, this little casual restaurant. That would make me feel better. And you keep finding, moving yourself from hopelessness up higher and higher. Then maybe you go to the restaurant, and when you're there, you have this breath of fresh air and you start getting positive ideas. Well, look at this pretty piece of art they have on the wall, or gee, I love this recipe. I could make a recipe like this at home, and you get back into creativity and inspiration when you started out feeling low, maybe. Okay? So that's number 2. Okay, number 3. Oh shoot, where was 3 supposed to be? Think this is 3. Okay, 3, embracing change. Embracing change. This is the man with his arms open. Okay, we're gonna do a third camera shot. Camera angle. Third camera angle. Okay, embracing change. And it says, I welcome change with open arms. How often do we welcome change with open arms? Usually not. Right, we like things to stay the same, consistent, because we're afraid of change, of the unknown. That's normal, natural, that's being human. But we're souls in human bodies, so we still have that part that knows that we can handle any change with God's assistance. And I like, there was a funny, see, this is part of the ADD thing, right? I'm breaking my thought, but um there's a cup for tips, a tip cup on a counter at a stand by me, a cafe, and it says something like, if you don't if you don't like change, something like something like in life, we don't like change, but if you don't like change, leave it here in this cup. It was a tip cup. Anyway, kind of funny. Embracing change. I welcome change with open arms, and I see it as an opportunity for growth and transformation. We want to evolve in life, or the soul wants us to, it seems. I adapt easily to new situations. That's like a positive, try a positive affirmation to kind of help program yourself with. I adapt easily to new situations. I'm going to maybe consider that. What if I adapt easily to new situations? Or maybe I adapt more easily than than my mind automatically tells me from fear. I adapt easily to new situations and I trust that change leads me to greater possibilities. A lot of times when things are stagnant in life, or certain you feel like there's no opportunities coming to you, sometimes the change has to happen for those opportunities to present themselves to you, so that you can have greater possibilities in life, with your life and with your goals, moving forward and achieving things, accomplishing things, experiencing things that you always wanted to. But sometimes maybe somebody has to move, or you have to move, and it comes out of the blue, or you wanted to you're on the way to vacation, and your plane is delayed. um that happened to me once. I was coming home from a vacation. I got on the wrong at the wrong airport. I was taken to the wrong airport. But then, because of that change, which I did not want to happen, I wound up getting a better flight. I was going to have to do a connecting flight to get home, but because I was at the wrong airport accidentally, they gave me a direct flight instead of home, instead of the connecting flight. And not only that, I wound up like saving like $90. It was like $90 cheaper. They gave me a refund from my original um bill for the original flight. So a lot of times change seems uncomfortable, it's unknowable, and makes you nervous, and you think, oh, it should go like this, boom, boom, boom. But God can make a way where there is no way, they say. And we don't have to figure out the how. Let God, the universe, however you want to call it, Jesus, whoever you know, however you call whatever you believe in, let God figure out the how to bring you to the greater possibilities you want. So embrace the change instead of fearing it. Okay. And as Abraham Hicks says, whether it's with change or challenges, things are always working out for you and for me. Thank you for the hearts. Things are always working out for you and for me. Even though it seems like a detour, these detours are often redirections. What they say, it's not a rejection. Someone said that recently. It's not a rejection from the universal God. It's a redirection. I did not come up with that. Someone said that. I love that. Thank you for the hearts and the smiles. Okay, we'll do one last one. We have a few minutes left. If anybody has a number that you want to choose between 1 and 31 for approximately 31 days in every month, you could type it below if you're here live. Otherwise, I'm going to just pick 3 random cards from Happier Me affirmation card deck. 1, 2, 3. But you can choose a number between and type it below if you want to, between 1 and 31, only if you're here live. Otherwise, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 now, like this. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do upside down like that. 1, 2, and 3. I'll read the tops of those. Okay, 1 says, is a woman blowing a dandelion, is that what they call it? Plants, right? The wishes disperse into the universe. I release all negative thoughts about the past and all worries about the future. I release all negative thoughts about the past and worries about the future. That helps us to stay in the present where we have the most power to get things done and to be positive minded, have more positive thoughts so we can attract, with the help of the law of attraction in God's universe, we can attract better things if we're in the present being focused on the positive. Then this says, why worry about something that has not happened yet when you can just as easily choose to believe that it will all work out? Okay, like I was just saying, things are always working out for you, Abraham Hicks says. Why worry about something that has not happened yet when you can just as easily choose to believe that it will all work out? Even if you have a like the Jesus quote, the biblical quote, even if I mean, I'm a lot more spiritual than religious, but my foundation is Catholic, but that biblical quote about Jesus says, even if you have the faith the size of a mustard seed, which is really a little pinpoint dot of a seed. I saw it in the grocery store. If you have that much faith, you could say to this mountain, throw yourself in the sea, and it would, obey. Meaning that just a tiny bit of faith in things working out, or miracles, or just things working out. It doesn't have to be a big full blown miracle. Could be, but just a little belief that things will work out can help you to attract that blessing um, into your life, that positive shift. This or better. I always say this or better, according to God's will. That's how I say it. But this or better according to your soul, and maybe you have a soul contract. They call it, that of things you want to come here to experience as a soul. Who knows? But you might as well. It says again, why worry about something that has not happened yet? You don't want to. You don't want to add the possibility of attracting negativity. But there's a time buffer, so you don't have to worry about it. But you can just as easily choose to believe that it will all work out, or somehow, whatever the result is, with God's help, you'll get through it, and things will work out in some way. Okay, so that's one. Number 2, what did I do? Oh, yeah. Number 2 says, my challenges help me grow. This is interesting. This looks like the dandelion. And that was a very random choice. So the dandelion with with the wishes going out into the air. My challenges help me grow. And it says, oh, always. Your challenges help you grow. Always. Don't be scared of them. Even if you don't see it at the time, their sole purpose is to make you stronger. Okay, their sole purpose, your challenges help you grow, is to evolve and to be stronger as a person and as a soul. Here we go, last camera angle. back to the beginning. Okay. And so your challenges help you grow. And supposedly that's part of why we're here. According to the Abraham Hicks philosophy, we're here as souls for joy, but to also expand and evolve and grow, experience different things in life and grow as souls, as personality, you know, as personalities uh here in this life. So challenges are part of the deal. As Les Brown, the motivational speaker, used to say, you thought you were going to be part of this life and every day was going to be fun and everything was always going to go exactly how you want to and you're going to be happy all the time. Then he said, well, it ain't that kind of party. It ain't that kind of party. We're all right. None of us are happy all the time. None of us have no challenges. Again, I'm a caregiver and I'm taking the moments that I can to get my walks in, get my smiles in, my conversations with other people to get my minds off of the challenge. This is life. We're here to grow. Okay, this is the last one. I forgive myself and learn from my mistakes. Number 3. I forgive myself and learn from my mistakes. Has a picture of someone hugging herself. Maybe you want to hug yourself right now. Take a breath and hug yourself for the good person you are. You're trying to do your best. That's all that anybody really does, whether they even from the outside looking in, it seems like, oh, they're not doing their best. Well, probably if they could do better, they probably would. That's what some of the inspirational speakers say. I forgive myself and learn from my mistakes. And it says, because none of us are perfect. We all make mistakes. We're human. We're souls. We're loving souls with amazing superpowers from God, if you want to call them superpowers. But we're also human. So we all make mistakes. You are not less. You are not less for making them. You are more because you learn from them. Right. So I know I beat myself up when I feel like I made a mistake or I was impatient with someone or angry or I made a mistake with even just like doing some kind of a design project or not following through on a goal, a business idea. I beat myself up. Whatever mistakes, or maybe there's mistakes in the past that we wish we would have behaved differently, or you didn't seize an opportunity. You thought, wow, if I would have done that years ago, then my whole life would have been better. Well, life will always have its challenges, and God can work with whatever the scenery, the setting you're in, the job you're in. Those are just like ingredients to create from there. So you could have good things come from any situation you're in. Usually, I mean, there's some really horrific situations, and I believe those are kind of maybe part of a soul contract or part of a I don't know about that, but when we make mistakes, you have to forgive yourself so you can move on, make amends if you can. But we all make mistakes. You are not less for making them. You are more because you learn from them. They also say failures really are not failures in your life. They're actually really ways that you gathered information and experience to do something better the next time. Everybody starts out a beginner, then they get in whatever they're doing, right? And then they get a little more experience and like, oh, it works out better when I do this. And then they become sort of an expert, but you always have to be open to learning more because things change in life, ways things are done, technology, whatever. Always be a lifelong learner, as my heavenly inspiring, whimsical Barbara Winter business mentor used to say. Be a lifelong learner. So you never make so you never make mistakes. You just keep learning and adding to your life in wonderful ways. Okay, everybody, thanks so much for being here on my first park parkside um terrific Thursday live. I hope you follow along. If you like this kind of stuff, I'd appreciate your hitting a like and a subscribe. You know, I get tired of hearing that message from everybody too. So if you don't want to do that, just enjoy the day and I hope some of this this conversation we had is helpful and uplifting for you, and maybe you could share that joyfulness, your essence of joy with someone else. Have a great day. Stay tuned. 1:30 p.m. Thursdays, 1:30 p.m. Eastern, and I'll be having more events to come. Thanks so much. Have fun today. With God, all good things are possible.